السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الحمد لله والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. يقول الله عز وجل وهو أصدق القائلين يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال جل من قائل يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد, we give praise and we give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We praise Him and we seek His mercy and His forgiveness and His guidance. For he whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides, there is none who can mislead them. And he whom He leads to astray, there is none who can guide them. And we bear witness and testify that there is none worthy to be worshipped but Allah, who is alone and have no associate or partner. And we bear witness and testify that Muhammad ibn Abdullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is His servant and His messenger, whom He sent as a mercy and as a guide to mankind. My dear believing brothers and sisters, enjoined on you and on myself, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has enjoined on us both that we should serve Him and that we should strive our utmost to fulfill our duty and obligations to Him as believers in Him, and that we should not let death meet us except that we are among those who have surrendered and submitted themselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this deen of Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah Al-Baqarah, and this, the last part of Surah Al-Baqarah, is a very important part that we should read it every day. Allah says, لِلَّهِ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ مَا فِي الْأَرْضِ. To Allah belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth. وَإِن تُبْدُوا مَا فِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَوْ تُخْفُوهُ يُحَاسِبْكُم بِهِ اللَّهُ. And if you should إِن تُبْدُوا مَا فِي أَنفُسِكُمْ, if you should conceal what is in your heart, if you should conceal it, أو تبدوه, or you make it known, يُحَاسِبْكُم بِاللَّهِ, Allah will take hisab of it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will call you to account for it. فَيَغْفِرُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ, and then He will forgive whom He please. وَيُعَذِّبُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ, and He will punish whom He please. Wallahu ala kulli shayin qadir, because Allah has power and control over everything. So everything that we do, whether we do it secretly or privately, or we contain it within ourselves and don't make it known, or we do it openly or publicly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will hold us to account. Allah will make hisab. The angels keep a record of it, and He will make hisab. In other words, on the day of judgment, He will hold us account. And so He tells us in Surah Al-Anbiya, He says, وَنَضَعُ الْمَوَازِينَ الْقِسْطَ لِيَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ, and we have appointed the scales of justice for the day of Qiyamah. On the day of Qiyamah, the scales of justice. فَلَا تُظْلَمُ نَفْسٌ شَيْئًا, so that no soul shall be wronged in any way. So there's exact justice on Qiyamah. This world, there's no justice, is blind in this world, so it doesn't see the truth. But in the hereafter, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the judge, so justice is straight. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that He has appointed the scales of justice, لِيَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ, for the day of judgment. فَلَا تُظْلَمُ نَفْسٌ شَيْئًا, and no soul shall be wronged in any way. وَإِنْ كَانَ مِثْقَالَ حَبَّةٍ مِّنْ خَرْدَلٍ, so that F is so much as an atom's weight of mustard seed. F is so much as a mustard seed of deed that you did. And mustard seeds, in case most who don't know, is a very tiny, infinitesimal thing. Very, very, very tiny, tiny thing that they make the mustard from. It grows on a little tree, and it is very, very, these seeds are very, very, very tiny. Right? Allah says, if you have that much of deed that you did, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Atayna biha, we shall bring it forward. We will bring it forward. So that everything that we do, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, He will bring it before us. وَكَفَى بِنَا حَاسِبِينَ, and we suffice as the callers to account. So that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will call us to account of Qiyamah. And this is something that we should never forget. Always prepare for the reckoning. We should always prepare ourselves for the reckoning, because we will be reckoned with. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuhal insan, O mankind, إِنَّكَ كَادِهٌ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ كَدْهًا فَمُلَاقِيهِ. O mankind, you are plodding on laboriously to a meeting with your Lord, and you will indeed meet Him to give account. And so Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in telling us about that time so that we can prepare ourselves, right, for us to prepare ourselves, in the hadith from At-Tirmidhi, that is Hasan Sahih, this hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is telling us, it's from Abi Hurairah. It is from Abi Hurairah. He says in this hadith, لا يزال قدما عبد the feet of the 2 feet of the servant will not move from before Allah. Will not move from before Allah, either to go to Jannah or to go to the hellfire. The feet of the servant will not move from before Allah hatta yus'alu an umrihi, until he's asked question about his umr, that is lifetime, how much ever time Allah has given. Fima afna, how did he spend it? How did he spend it? Wa an ilmihi fima fa'al fi, and his knowledge that Allah gave him, what did he do with it? What did he do with that knowledge? وَأَنْ مَالِهِ, and about his wealth. And two things will be questioned about the wealth. مِنْ أَيْنَ اكْتَسَبَهُ, how did you earn it? How did you get it? Did you get it by halal means or haram means? How did you get it? وَفِيمَا أَنْفَقَ, and how did you spend it? Did you spend it as Allah requires? وَأَنْ جِسْمِهِ فِيمَا أَبْلَى, and on his body, how did he wear it out? How did he wear it out? This is a very important principle. In another hadith, all right, in another hadith from Ibn Mas'ud, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he says, and in Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, لا تزال قدماء ابن آدم يوم القيامة من عند ربه حتى يسأل عن خمس. He says the 2 feet of the son of Bani Adam, will not move from before his Lord on the day of judgment until he's questioned on 5 things. Until he's questioned on 5 things. On umrihi fima afna, about his time, his lifetime. Umrihi is lifetime, how much ever Allah gave it to him. How did he spend it? How did he spend his lifetime? So this is the first question. The second, Rasulullah says that it would be an shababihi, on his youth. On his youth. How Fima Abla, how did he spend his youth? Did he spend it doing the right thing or the wrong thing? How did he spend his youth? وَمَالِهِ فِيمَا أَيْنَ اكْتَسَبَ, من أين اكتسب, how did he earn it? وَفِيمَا أَنْفَقَ, the 2 things always about the wealth. How you got it, how you spend it. How you got it, how you spend it. There's always 2 things about the wealth. Because by the wealthy person will take his hijab is a longer hijab than the one who is not wealthy. That's why Rasulullah, he would say, I want to be among the fuqara. I want to be among the fuqara because they don't have long hijab about wealth. So Rasulullah, if he had anything that brought in wealth and stuff like that, that's given, he liked to give it up. He used to give it up. So when Rasulullah died, Rasulullah didn't really have anything left because he would always make sure he give it out so that he don't have to give account before Allah for it. Right? And this is what Rasulullah did. It's just his armor, his sword and his shield and stuff like that, that was left really. Rasulullah did not keep wealth. He would always give it up. So the wealth is 2 things. And he will ask about these things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will question, how did you spend your life? None of us know how long we will live. None of us knows how long we will live. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed a lifespan for every person. Some people short, some people long. But the reality is that lifespan that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, it is time that we have an opportunity to prepare ourselves for the hereafter. It is that we should utilize from that time to prepare for the hereafter because there's no other time. Throughout the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions about people on the day of Qiyamah, on the day of judgment, when they go to the hellfire, when they see the hellfire in front of them and they know this is where they're headed, they will beg Allah, could we go back? We'll do better next time. Let's go back and we'll do better next time. Or when a person comes at the time of death, and Malak al-Maut comes, he said, just a minute. Just a minute. I want to do something. Right? So that is an unfortunate situation to be in because Allah says, once the time is up, once your time is up, it's up. That's it. You can't delay. You can't hurry it up, nor can you delay. And so, then we should be careful of our life, our time, the time that Allah has given us to utilize it. And ilmi, knowledge. What did you do with your knowledge? Did you act in accordance with the knowledge you have, or did you go against it? Did you make effort to learn, to know who your Lord is, that you can worship Him? And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask us about the knowledge. And Rasulullah tells us that one of the people who will be a loser on the day of Qiyamah is an individual who had knowledge. He had much knowledge. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask him about it. And if he says, Oh Allah, I got knowledge for your pleasure. I got knowledge, I gained knowledge for your pleasure, and I taught it, and so on. Rasulullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say to him, No, you attain knowledge and taught so that people can say you are a big sheikh. Say you're such a learned person. And people praise you, and you got your reward in the dunya. There's nothing here for you now. So we got to be careful, make sure that what we do it for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We do it for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Mali, his wealth. How did he earn it? How did you earn it? Be careful of your wealth, how you earn it in this dunya. It is better to earn a little that is halal than to earn a lot that is haram, because we got to be questioned about it. So having a lot of wealth is okay in Islam. There's nothing wrong in having a lot of wealth. But you have to make sure that it's halal. You have to make sure it's halal. Because if you have a lot of haram wealth, it is no benefit to you in the hereafter. In this dunya, you use it up, but in the hereafter, there's no benefit, and then it's many who won't benefit. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. How did you earn your wealth? How did you spend it? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enriched some people, and then they become all miserly and selfish, and they do not spend fi sabilillah. They do not give to the poor and the needy. They do not give the good causes. They don't contribute to Islam. They do not spread the da'wah. They do not contribute to the masjid. They do not do the things that is going to benefit. Because every good deed that you do, you will see it on Qiyamah. Allah says, Habbatin min kardal, a mustard seed. A mustard seed, I don't know how many of you know the reality of a mustard seed. I know the mustard seed because I grew up in the farm area. So in a mustard seed, a very, 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 very tiny thing. So when Allah says that marks up a tiny bit, good, you get good. And Allah SWT, the thing is about it, that if there's a mustard seed, a little tiny thing like that, of good, Allah SWT says, He will multiply it. He will multiply it so much on the day of judgment. So just doing a little good, you can get a big reward for just for a little good, right? Because Al-Hasan bi-Ashri Amthaliha. And so we should be careful of this. May Allah SWT make it easy for us, and He will always try to do what is right. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه نعوذ بالله من شرور انفسنا من سيئات اعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله اما بعد. Dear believing brothers and sisters, the fifth one that Rasulullah mentioned is youth. And young people need to be aware of this, and we need to teach the young people that your youth, where you're full of energy and exuberance, all that you have, when it, as this, some people say that youth is wasted on the young, but the young, that's how it goes. Rasulullah is saying that You don't, it is not just, and you just do what you want, as young people said, and you do your own thing, as they're saying right now. Right? This is the only life I got, so I can make it, I can live it the best way I can. I can do the most of it. I get the most of it. So you find young people today, many young people, not all, but many young people today, they don't care, they just want to live it up. They just want to live it up and do what they want to do because they do not see any future. But there's a future for all of us, whether we accept it or not. The future is in the hereafter. That's the future. The future is in the hereafter. And so Rasulullah is telling us, be careful of our youth. Because he mentions in another hadith that one of the categories of people who will Allah will grant them shade on Qiyamah is the youth, the young person, the young man who grew up with the fear of Allah. He grew up from his youth. He practiced deen right through. He never turned away from the right path. And that individual, Rasulullah tells us, Allah will have him in the shade of Qiyamah. So it's important for us to understand these things. And the point we want to conclude with is, because we know this, we should always keep check on ourselves. I know sometimes you forget, sometimes you get carried away, because we're human beings. Bani Adam, khata'un. We all fall short sometime here and there, and we drift off here and there. That is why it's important for us to keep checking ourselves. From time to time, we need to make hisab of ourselves. Muhasabah. As Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu used to say, Asibu anfusakum qabla an tuzanu. Check yourself. Keep check of yourself before you reach the scales. The scales of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Check yourself before you reach there and make sure that you're good. Asibu anfusakum qabla an tuhasab. Because you will be checked. You will be checked. So because of this, it's important for us to keep check of ourselves. Don't just live. Everything is good and you just live. No, we should always be circumspect in our conduct, circumspect in our action, circumspect in our behavior. We need to keep checking to make sure, am I doing the right thing? Am I on target? Because we have to give account. So if we don't check ourselves now and we just live, as Rasulullah mentioned, he says, Al-Qayyisu, in the hadith, he says, Al-Qayyisu man dana nafsa. Al-Qayyis means the one who is smart and intelligent. That's Al-Qayyis. Qasi peace. Al-Qayyis, the intelligent one, the smart one. He says, Al-Qayyisu man dana nafsa. Who keep control of himself in this dunya. He checked himself. You don't just live it up and do it. He checked himself in this dunya. He checks himself in the dana nafsa. He checks himself in this dunya. وَعَمِلَ لِمَا بَعْدَ الْمَوْتِ. And he prepares himself for what happens after death. And he prepares himself for what happens after death. So he always remember, hey, I got to give account. You always remember, the real life is not now, the real life is the one that's coming afterwards. So he keeps check of himself. And he says, وَالْعَاجِزِ. Al-ajz means the one who is wretched and incapable of doing anything. The unfortunate one. He says the ajiz, the unfortunate, wretched one, is the one who he akra nafsu hawa. Just follow his own desires and do whatever he wants. But tamanna on Allah. But he hopes for Allah will forgive me. You know, Allah, you know, as like many Muslims, and you see, they don't pray, they don't fast, they don't do anything. And when you talk to them, it's like, you know, I'm kind of like lazy or this or that. You know. But, you know, Rabbuna Ghafur, Allah is forgiving and merciful. Yes, Allah is Ghafur Rahim. Nabi Ibadi. Allah tell the Prophet ﷺ, inform my servants, Anal Ghafur Rahim, that I am indeed the most forgiving and merciful Lord there is. I am the most forgiving and merciful. But Anna Azabi, but also inform them that verily my punishment, well, Adab al-Alim is the most severe punishment. It is the most severe. And so, al-Mu'min bayna makhafatain. This is why we have to always keep check. We have to check. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us and get to the job. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين وذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر اعداء الدين رب العالمين اللهم الف بين المسلمين واجمع المسلمين الحق ربنا اتنا في الدنيا حسنه وفي الاخره حسنه وقنا عذاب النار وقنا الصلاه ان الصلاه تنهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
استووا. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله ويغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Just a reminder, brothers and sisters, it's only Fard Salah. Sunnah you can pray at home, it's only Fard, okay?